Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And a good start on the ground. He gets 8 on the game's opener. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On the RPO, it's a throw, and it's Higgins. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former Wolverine, the rookie from Michigan.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page. And when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing now from the gun. Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Here we go. Go.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And it's going to be 4th down. Moody's kick is good. And the 49ers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Williams in motion. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. Now, faking the give. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. The second down throw is incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. It is 3rd and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Ready up.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through 1. They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. Williams in motion. To the pylon, he's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Arizona. His 12th touchdown of the year. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
Here we go, set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Second and a yard. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Looking to Samuel on the out route.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll get this down to the 44, but that's about it. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Here's 2nd and 9.
Set. Ready, ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, 49ers.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Tracking 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
So Kittle comes in motion. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. That's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
A throw right side is intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over here at their own 22.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
And they're going to mark them down up past the 35.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They run on the jet sweep. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. And he'll bring up 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he will score. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Cardinals. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Set.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he's going to have a Niners 1st down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1. On the draw, here comes McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. That's Ayuk with it on the left side.
You can just see the frustration of the defender. Just see him get off the quarterback. He's like, man, hold that ball for 1 tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. But you can imagine, he got close this time. That defender, he's going to keep coming, and don't be surprised if he eventually gets to him.
And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
2nd and 7.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Let's go now. Cup 19. Cup 19. Hut, hut.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
That's caught by McCaffrey. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
It is brought in the end zone. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown San Francisco. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the 49ers are back within 4. It is 14-10. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10.
19, right. Set. Let's stay 19.
Throwing left side. And it's taken in by Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A run. It's Pacheco. And a strong first down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up second and short.
Here we go.
Oh, and that ball's intercepted. Charvarius Ward with the pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football as we send you back east to sunny Florida. Standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report, it's the coach, Jonathan Coachman. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Here we go. Here we go.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Ready?
They'll motion over Samuel. They're going to go jet sweep on 3rd down. 15-yard pickup there. It's good for a Niners first down.
He had plenty of juice coming across to get the ball, Mike, but he hit a whole new gear after he secured it and began getting vertical. By comparison, it looked like a lot of the defenders who had a shot at him were a little flat-footed and ended up getting burned for a big game.
That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Track at 60. 70 range. 70 range. Go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And that'll set up fourth down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
He'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And this will be a Cardinals first down as he'll get this up to the 22.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll pick up 23 on that one. It's good for a Cardinals first down. Williams in motion. They'll look to throw again. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
And he's got another one. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Arizona. That touchdown number 3 for him in the game, and number 14 for the year. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His third touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Here we go, set. Get up.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Hey, smash, drop 'em. Set.
They run once more with McCaffrey. And the defense there to meet them. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up third down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Able to complete it to Ayuk. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver
nowhere to go. He is taken down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Let's go. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Check out.
Has his man, it's Samuel. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Shut up. Check. Hurt.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
Ready.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line.
This is a great example of why it's so critical that on defense, everybody does their job. You got a free hit blitzer coming right at the quarterback, but because they don't contain him in the pocket, they allow him to escape, and it doesn't allow that blitz to get home.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Moody on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt. And
this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
On the set.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Here we go. Set. Look.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. Trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's shoved out of bounds and probably loses a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Get this complete right side to Otten.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. He'll look to throw. That one complete. It's the tight end, Otten. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go along.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him. And instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
They'll look to throw. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Williams in motion. Throwing now on third and long. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's Pacheco. He's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
Let's go.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on second and goal. Williams in motion. And And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. Last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Cardinals. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
That's just a lack of contain here by the kickoff team. You have to at least be able to slow him down. But he's able to get a good head of steam going up that right side, and he's finally forced out of bounds, but not until he gets to the other side of midfield.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. He's going to air this one out, and this will be incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
Go.
He'll drop to throw. And he's in. Jacob Howing. Touchdown, 49ers. And now it's a 9-point game, so they'll go for just 1 here. The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. A 1-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And the defense has it.
Recovering an onside kick has really become kind of a lost art nowadays, Mike. You just don't see it very often. You're trying to find where's the weak link, where's the hole in the recovery unit. Kicker's got to put the ball there, and then it's just a race to recover it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. He works free, right side. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Arizona. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. And they'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. This is 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. Right back to the air following that pick six. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down.
Here we go, set.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
Set. Ready, ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. Again, working deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Here we go, here we go.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. We are set for 4th and long. They'll throw out of the gun. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. No easy completions. And this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.